Namaste. Today I am making puttu along with cherubayar curry. This put is a very common breakfast item from Kerala and needs no introduction among the Malayalis. But of course, for my non-Malayali friends, this must be definitely some new item. And talking of cherubayar curry, it is nothing but a modified version of moong tadka, or we can say it is a curry made with green grams. So the two main ingredients needed for making this puttu are one is rice flour. This is raw rice flour, and the second thing we need is grated coconut. Now I have taken the ready-made powder. We get it in the market as puttu podi or puttu powder. But then this is basically a raw rice powder. The raw rice is first powdered and then roasted to make it suitable for making this puttu. So it will be something like this. You can see that it contains small grains. It's not fully powdered, I mean. Now we need a special vessel for making this puttu. You can see it is in the form of a tumbler. Here we put water, and with that steam, when we keep it for boiling, with that steam, the food or the puttu in this cylindrical vessel gets cooked. So it is also a very healthy means of cooking. And then people earlier used to make this puttu in chiratta. Chiratta is actually the shell of a coconut, but now we get it in the form of vessels like this, in the shape of a chiratta. So we can make puttu here, and then this is then fixed on the top of a cooker, pressure cooker, and then we can make puttu. So this I am saying all this only for my Malayali friends, because non-Malayali friends, because Malayalis, they are quite used to all this. Okay, so let us start making this. For that, I have to prepare this rice flour, and now it is just powder rice flour. I have put salt into it. Now I will be just pouring some water and mixing it. We don't need to make a hard dough or soft dough or anything like that. We will just add the required amount of water and mix it. So now you can see that it is still in the form of powder. It has not become dough. I'll just hold it like this. So you can see that it stays like this without breaking. So now when such a stage comes, it is understood that the dough or whatever it is ready. So we will just keep it for resting for around 10 minutes or so. So meanwhile, let us start making our moong curry or curry with green grams. So for our cherubayar curry or moong curry, I have taken around 3 handfuls of moong, and that I have pressure cooked it and made it ready. I have kept it like this. And then for tadka, I have taken 1 medium size onion, some pods of garlic, around 5 green chilies, and a small piece of ginger that has been cut into pieces. And then we need some curry leaves, and then we will be needing a small amount of around 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, jeera, then around 1 teaspoon of dhania powder, garam masala, and a small amount of red chili powder. This depends, chilies, the amount of chili powder and all, it depends on your taste, how hot you want your curry to be. And of course we need vegetable oil. Any vegetable oil will do will solve the purpose. And then we need a coconut paste. I have ground coconut in a mixie using some water. So let us start making And we need, of course, this goes without saying, required amount of haldi as well as salt. So let us start making our moong curry. So I have poured some oil here. Now I will be putting the mustard seeds, jeera. So now the mustard has fluttered. I will be putting the curry leaves. And then this onion, ginger, green chilies and garlic. I will be adding the required amount of salt and haldi. We will add the dhania powder. I'll just keep it in same position for some time so that it doesn't get burned. I'll be adding the garam masala and the chili powder also. Now I will add the boiled moong paste. Now I will be adding some more water to it, and I will just allow it to mix properly. So I will just allow it to boil for some time. Now I will pour this coconut paste into this curry. So here I have not used this tomato, because generally for moong tadka we use tomato as a main ingredient, but since I am making this curry for puttu, I have not added tomatoes. So I will just allow it to boil for some more time. Now our curry is ready. You can see this curry. I will just switch off the flame and then we'll start making our puttu. For this I have put water inside this tumbler and we have to allow it to boil. That we can do later on. And now I will just introduce you to this cylindrical vessel. It has a small base like this with small holes. So when we place it over this, the steam comes and the food inside, or the puttu podi inside this vessel, it gets cooked. And this base is to prevent the rice powder or the coconut to fall inside this water. So the first layer that I will be putting is a coconut layer. A small layer of coconut at the bottom, and then I will be putting this powder. I will just give it a gentle mix again, so you can see that it is still maintaining the same powdery consistency. Make sure that it doesn't have any lumps. So I will be putting this powder. So now again I will put a layer of coconut. I am putting this layers of coconut in between. Now you can have put first I have put a layer of coconut at the bottom, then some rice powder till this level. Again I have put a layer of coconut here. This is when we push this entire thing of puttu into a vessel, it comes as small pieces. The purpose of adding this coconut, grated coconut, because it breaks this entire big puttu into small pieces, and of course it adds some taste as well. So this is the method. So first a layer of coconut, then this puttu podi, then again a layer of coconut, again puttu podi. The method is repeated and finally we top it up with a layer of coconut and then keep it for steaming. So that is the general method, that is a regular puttu. But today I am planning to bring some variety to our regular puttu, and of course in that bargain we will get more nutrients as well. So for that I will be adding a combination of grated beetroot as well as carrot into this. I will put it in between the rice powder, so it will add some color and variety, and of course as I said some nutrients also. So again we will start with this rice powder, and then I will be putting a layer of this mix, that is beetroot and carrot. Now again rice powder, then a layer of coconut, then this rice powder again. So you have to cover the entire portion, that's all. Or I will just top it up with the regular type. And finally I will top it up with the grated coconut. Now I will cover it with this lid, and then I will keep it like this, and I will put the entire vessel on top of a stove. And now when after some time you can see that steam coming out from these holes, so that means that our puttu is ready. So let us wait. Meanwhile I will make puttu in that chiratta puttu also. So this vessel or this chiratta puttu maker also has got a base like this with tiny holes. So I will place this base first. Again add a layer of coconut. Method is exactly the same. We have to put the rice powder, and here for a change I will be putting the masala. A layer of masala. So as I told you, for a variety I have put vegetable masala here, but you can go in for any masala of your choice. You can go in for chicken masala or any other masala as I told you. And then again I will top it up with this puttu powder, and then a layer of coconut. And then we will make use of a pressure cooker for this. And just place. Now you can see that after some time steam coming out from the holes, and that means our puttu is ready. It generally takes around 10 minutes, that's all, not more than that. Now in case you are wondering how we will get this, you get this vessel easily from the Amazon or from Flipkart. Now you can see the steam coming from the holes. So you can see the steam. So after some time we'll wait for some more time, and then we will switch this off. Now I'll just switch this off, and then I'll show you how it looks like. I'll just, so this is our chiratta puttu. You can see the masala inside. I just, as I told you before, this is just to lend some variety to our regular puttu. This thing is not needed. You can just make plain puttu with rice and coconut. And show you this puttu. And now we have to just push it from bottom, and it comes as small pieces. See, this is one piece, another piece, so this, as I told you, lends color, taste as well as nutrients to our regular puttu. But regular puttu is white in color. So our puttu is ready. So puttu can be had with a curry like moong curry, or it can be had with a kadla curry. I have given the recipe of kadla curry in one of my earlier videos. I'll give you the link just in case you are interested. But if you are not interested in making the curry, the puttu can be had with a combination of padam, pieces of padam. Padam is banana. And talking of banana, this is called the Ekapadam or Nendrapadam in Kerala, and it is very popular or very common banana from Kerala, and we cut it into pieces and then we steam it like this, maybe in a pressure cooker, or you just sprinkle some water and boil it. This is ready, and then we have it as this combination, puttu, along with some curry if you like, along with pappad and padam. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my video. I'll be back with similar videos very soon. Till then, take care and have a nice day. Thank you.